Well, first, good afternoon. My name is Andres. I am the founder of TerraNova UAV. We're a drone services company for agriculture. The reason I'm saying this is because other drone companies, they just do just about everything. They want to do real estate, power lines, construction, mining, wind turbines, and perhaps agriculture. And at the end, they just don't do anything well. We wanted to focus on something that we did well, and we've done a lot of testing and we've done a lot of flying, and for the last 4 years, like I said, we're trying to figure it out, and we've got to the point where it's really nice, seamless, very simple, that we're making it for you, for the farmers. We want to work with the growers, we want to work with the farmers from end to end of the growing season. And but before I get too far ahead of myself, let's do a little show of hands. So who here has seen before today a drone in real life flying before? Yeah, pretty much everyone. I mean, they're very, very popular now. You see them everywhere for different uses, recreational, you name it. Now, of you, who's had a drone fly over their farm doing a study? Yep, a few of you, that's perfect. And last question, are you familiar, or who here, raise your hand, is familiar with Ndvi studies? Okay. Perfect. So we're going to go through all of this. So what we'll do is I'll tell you a little bit more about what we're doing, our new equipment, new sensors, what we are, our capabilities right now. We'll also answer, take a look at Ndvi. We'll do a little demonstration with the drone, see what it's capable of doing, and finally we'll do a Q&A. All right. So just to get started, yes, we do this Ndvi study among many others. Ndvi is Normalized Difference Vegetation Index, which is a technology that's been used by satellites from the 70s. I mean, it's quite old, but right now it's being applied with drone technology. And what it does is it basically compares the infrared and the red spectrum of light, and it gives you an index of how healthy the plant is. So that is one use of Ndvi. However, depending on how old the crop is, it may or may not be so useful. We can do that, but there are other studies that we can do. That's why we have our drone with new sensors that can do things like NDRE with red edge that are more precise, and that can pick up more information from the plants. So what we'll do here is, as I'm flying, we'll see how the visible spectrum looks like. Then we'll switch it out to Ndvi and then the other studies. What will these things show us? They will show us things like stress in the plants. And stress in the plants is something that the human eye cannot see early enough. So a study like Ndvi can pick up on those signatures, on those signals from the plants. Basically, if they're stressed, they change the way they produce chlorophyll, and that will show up, that will pick up on the sensor. And that way you will have up to 2 weeks in advance or warning to take action before any damage is done. Could be a bug, could be a disease. We're not meant by any chance by any means to replace the boots on the ground work. It's more about giving you guys a tool so you guys can make decisions faster, so you guys can save time, save money. For example, if we're doing an Ndvi and we give you like a plant health map, there might be some areas that are of concern, and we can tell you, okay, here, here, and here, you can go target the area instead of just spraying the whole field. Again, it's taken us quite a bit of time to get to this point, but these are the capabilities that we have now. So we got the sensors. Let me tell you a little bit about this drone that we're going to fly. This is our multispectral drone. It has 6 cameras in one. So basically what it does is it takes 6 photos each picture, and that gets you full imagery of near infrared, red edge, red, green, blue. It looks like a normal drone, but like your typical phantom drone, but it has more technology to it. These sensors, and then it has a sunlight sensor which picks up the light from the sun, and then it compensates for every image that it takes. What that helps us do is, throughout the growing season, we can compare images from the beginning, from the soil. So yeah, at the beginning of the crop we can do soil, then as the plants are popping up we can do plant population, plant count, in case of replanting or adjusting nutrients for soil, we can do nutrient analysis, drainage, elevation diagrams, all that, hydration requirements, water logging. Then you have your plants are popping up for plant counts. Then you can do weeds, and then at the end of the season we can do the plant counts and yield estimates, which are the ones that we're currently doing with Mo and with the Ontario Yield Tour. And we're getting very close to the numbers that we're getting. So all of this is possible, and even more information as we go can be extracted, again, to add to your value and to save you time and money. The point is not just to give you a bunch of like images, fancy images that you're like, okay, what do I do with this now? The idea is to provide you with images and then work with you and give you a call and say, okay, we found this here. What can we do there? Should we go have a look? Okay, it's a weed, okay, or it's a disease. Okay, let's take action on this early on before any other damage can take place. Or we can target the area and then just use, and then make the best use of fertilizer or pesticide or herbicide. So having said that, let's just start with a quick, we'll do that field there. That's about an acre. But just as well, we can do 100 acres, 1,000 acres. We have some limitations with the batteries, and we have a bunch of them. So all we do is, let's suppose we're doing 100 acres or 1,000 acres. The drone will fly back and forth. When the battery is draining, we'll just come back home. We'll swap out the batteries, and it'll just keep going. And that way we'll be able to cover really large areas. So having said that, okay, we're going to fly here. We're ready to go in 3, 2, 1. I keep it only for safety reasons, but of course this is all pre-programmed. The whole flight is automated, and what the drone will do is, as we'll start seeing here, it'll start taking pictures of the field. They will start flying on a grid, it will start generating images. It's literally thousands of them. And what we do is, what's interesting about this is all of this will be, or is real time. We can go with you, we can fly the drone, and we can show you either with visible imagery or with the sensors, like, hey, this is what's going on here. We're picking this up on the drone. What can we do about it? Can we take action? What is it that we need to do about it? Let me just pause this here for a second.
Is the 200 feet? You know, what's wrong with the corn or the efficiency?
Correct. Precisely. So right now we're flying at about 120 feet. Sorry?
Lose your television set there.
Yeah. So here's the visible spectrum photo, and what I'll do here is I'll switch the sensor to, for example, Ndvi. So this is all real time. You can see the screen down here. This is right now, this is just bare soil. But just as well, this could be a plant that's stressed or something that's happening with the crop. It could be a weed, and that's something that we'd like to work with you on checking. Again, we're not meant to replace boots on the ground work, but this is definitely a tool that will help you pinpoint issues anywhere on the crop. So there's that, there's the drone. We also have that antenna there. That antenna is an RTK module, and that gives a centimeter level precision. So you can tell pretty much, it's like we have the address of every single plant. So if any action needs to be taken, you can go almost down to the individual leaf to spray for any nutrient adjustments, replanting when it comes to plant counts, and so on. So I'm just going to keep going here. Actually, let me just switch this here. This is the Ndvi. This one will show quite a bit of red here. It's because it's saturated. At late points in the crop, the red color or the Ndvi starts getting saturated, so you might want to use a different sensor. So you go with something like an NDRE, which gives you more details about the crop, about the health of the plants. And again, if something is wrong, this will pick it up be able to tell you, hey, let's go take a look here and let's go take action here. So I'm just going to do zoom, and then we'll just keep flying. We'll go back to this point where we started, and then it will continue taking pictures. So like I said, this is all real time, and then once we have all these images, what we do is we stitch them together, we put them all into a single map, single image, something that you can see on your computer. We'll send you a document, we'll follow up with a call, and we'll guide you through it. We'll take a look at the map with you. So it's not just a bunch of colors that you don't know what to make use of for, but it's actually a conversation that we can have on, here's your crop, and let's see how we can improve it, or it's very good. I mean, the analysis in general is great. What we've seen in this yield tour is, in general, there's a lot of healthy plants. I mean, the yields are really high. We're calculating yields as well with the tour, so all of that is possible. And but yeah, so far we haven't seen a lot of issues, but of course it will pick them up if required, and it's a very useful tool just to use, and it's a systematic tool that we can use across the growth cycle. So you can see there's some interesting lines here. So if we were to pause it here, and then we switched to visible spectrum, yeah, it's pretty much the edge of the crop. But all of these are all sensors meant to get everything what the eye can see, plus things that the eye cannot see, and that will at the end give you proper warnings, and that will again save you time and a lot of money on this. Basically what we've done is some of the numbers that we've seen, for each dollar that you invest in this technology, you can get $2 out, anywhere from higher yields to lower costs. So what I'll do here is I'll just keep going with this one. This is another one. The Ndvi gives us even more information. So what we'll do is we compare all this imagery. We'll find the best one that suits the use on the crop, and that way we can get back to you and say, okay, this map makes sense, and this is where you will be able to pick up any issues with the crop. So what I'll do now is I'll bring the drone back, and you guys will still be able to see it. So right now, as I said, we're flying at 120 feet, but we can normally fly at 400 feet, and we can cover large acreages without problem. So right now we'll just come back here and land very precisely. I mean, this is centimeter level precision, so I don't need to worry. I don't even have to look at it. I've done this many times where I really had to look at it. Just gonna look at it anyway. No, but it's fine. No, it's very, very safe technology and very seamless. So you guys don't need to worry about this. We'll come in, we'll fly, we'll show you the images, and then you can make your copy. So I must have already said it, but if I didn't, I better repeat myself. Just for being here, just for being in this event, we're giving away 20 acres for free to every one of you. Just give us a call. We'll come out, we'll do 20 acres for free, take a look. If you guys like the technology, then you guys can give us a call. We're taking bookings for the end of this year and for next year. We have limited availability, limited spots, so call us whenever you have the chance. We have business cards, one-pagers, all of that, so you guys can get a hold of us. But yeah, this is what we have. This is the technology, new sensors, and I'm hoping that I was able to answer somehow how drones can help your farm and help you make better decisions, which at the end translate into